CEOs, whether it's running a company in a non-traditional field such as service, manufacturing, childcare industry, financial, or entertainment, these CEOs will share the less obvious issues that can potentially derail your small business. With Garnet Newcomb, CEO of Human Potential Consultants, an employment solutions company, and Kay Woods, CEO of Precious Treasures 24-Hour Childcare Center, our goal is to give the listeners transparency from a CEO's viewpoint, to increase women-owned business awareness in the key areas of business development while providing a realistic foundation to promote long-term profitability.
CEO Real Talk, it just happened, it was a less obvious for us. We had been speaking, our companies are award-winning companies, and when we would get off the platform, women would gather around us and ask the questions, and we would be sharing from our perspective, our own personal experiences in our business, and we found, we should start a business initiative to help women-owned businesses. So it started just like that, in a lobby, just sharing.
I never imagined that I would be where I am today. And the reason I'm saying that is because at the time when I, was decided to go into business, I was a professor at a university. And I was just doing research. I got this, wonderful phone call from my sister out of Detroit. She had retired working with the Department of Rehabilitation. And she said, you know what? There are people falling through the crack that need some assistance in finding employment. And I said, oh, yeah, well, I can do the research for you. No problem. And so to make a long story short, I did the research and I found out how to, obtain the funding to provide services to this particular population, which was persons with disabilities. And once we did that, she gave me another call and she said, do you want to go into business with me? I said, oh, my goodness. Can you imagine me in business with my older sister? What an honor. So it pretty much kind of tag on with Kay. It wasn't something that I woke up one morning and said I wanted to do business, be an entrepreneur or a business owner. It was something that was given to me. Someone recognized the gift that I had in doing research and finding funding, and we put those two together, and that's how we came up with Human Potential Consultants.
For me, the 24/7 childcare was my mother's dream, and I was seeding into her dream. So it was to build a little childcare center around 1,800 square feet and to seed into the demand for different non-traditional hours. And it just blew up just like that. Before I knew I was resigning from corporate America. I was like, wait, what happened? So I fell into it. And as I fell into it and continued to tweak it, it grew because there was a need, demand, and we were fulfilling more than just childcare. It was about giving families peace of mind when they need it. So we gave a part of parents back before kids, adult free time. So it just it was the gift that kept giving. So it was a gift to my mom and building it, and then it just started feeding into what the needs of childcare.
But you know what? It's so funny, and I always share with Kay, I say to her, I said, you know what? I'm done. You can stick me. I'm done, fully done with this business because I cannot go any further. But something happens when you go to bed and you wake up the next morning. The first thing that comes on your mind is say, I got 5 appointments and I have to make sure I get to and honestly, you totally forget how you were feeling the night before because what happens, we have responsibilities. We have people to pay. We have customers. Families rely on us. So it only really lasts for about a half a second and then we're on to the next phase.
At the end of the day, for me, I forgot I quit. I really did. I forgot I quit. I mean, because what we do is social entrepreneurship, and it's for a cause. It's to create, it's bigger than us. And when you're a true entrepreneur, business owner, and you own the CEO seat, it's bigger than that. You've got responsibility, as Garnet said, on your shoulders. So at the end of the day, you quit. And you forget you quit, and the next thing you know, you're working on the next task. And that's what's so awesome about it is when you own that CEO seat because you're working on the business, not in the business. And that's why you forget you quit.
And you also make promises to yourself all the time. Let me get this done because I promise I'm done. When I wake up in the next morning, or when I leave out, get dressed, take my shower, or whatever I'm doing, I'll leave the house and I say, one more thing. I got to call this person and let them know that my staff will be there for the next function that's going to happen. So it's always, you're moving forward constantly. And you, like Kay said, you forget about what you said yesterday. We have very short memories when it comes to yesterday.